So this par 5 is pretty narrow, and for only being 528 yards, it's definitely a resort style course where it's almost like a half pipe. So I'm not gonna just rip it and grip it here. I gotta play a little conservative. I'm gonna have to hit this fairway because my landing spot's probably only about 50 yards wide, and you know, at 380 yards, that's pretty narrow. So I'm gonna hit a drive and we'll see what happens. All right, so I have about 192 yards in. I didn't hit it as long as I liked, about 348 yards, but at least I'm in the fairway. Now, if you guys can tell, I'm on a slant, so I'm gonna have to aim a little bit left, because if I just aim right at the flag, because of the hill, the ball's gonna go right a little bit. So I'm gonna be pretty aggressive here, left of the pin, because right, I got a bunch of cockapoo-poo, but I should be able to hit a good shot just left of the pin here. Holy smokes, that might go in the hole. That was a pretty good shot. All right, so I hit a pretty good shot here. Now, because I'm putting for eagle, there's two things I want to focus on. This is a pretty fast downhill sliding putt, so what I can't do is have it go way past the hole. So obviously I want to make it, but second to that, if I do miss it, I want to have a close as putt as I can, so I don't have a 10-foot birdie putt coming back. So I picked out my line. I'm gonna hit a good, nice and slow putt. If I do happen to miss it, I wanna be no more than a foot or two away to tap in my bird. Ooh! All right, there you go. So I'm about, I don't know, 5 inches away, and I'm gonna go ahead and tap that in for an easy birdie. And on to the next hole. We've come to hole number 8. It's a 200-yard par 3. We got a little right to left coming inland, and obviously we got nothing but water left. So I'm gonna do about a half a shot, try to flight it a little bit lower, keep it out of the wind, and keep for the right half of the green, because the last thing I want to do is get the ball high into that wind and have it blow it right into the water. So those are the types of shots where I hit it a little better than I thought. So I ended up going about 20 feet long, but hey, I still have a birdie putt on a pretty challenging hole, little left to right. And again, like on the par 5, the odds of making this are pretty low, so I'm just gonna do what I can and get as close as I can. If it goes in, it's a bonus. Flatten out, baby. All right, easy tap in par. Anytime you get a par on a par 3, you're winning, so we'll take it and go to the next hole. Here we are, hole number 9, about 420-yard par 4. A beautiful way to end your front 9 on a magnificent hole. Now, obviously we still have a bunch of water on the left, so what I'm gonna do is aim a little bit further right, because we still have that right to left wind. I'm gonna try and hit a nice little high draw, let it ride the wind, hopefully hit it good enough and land it on the green. All right, so hit a pretty decent drive here right in the fairway, about 106 yards in. Now the key here is we have a bunch of water on the left, and what usually happens is people get real excited, they get real nervous, they start tensing up, and because they don't want to hit it in the water and end up hitting it in the water. So my tip here is that just be as loose as you can. Try and release some extra tension from the shoulders down, and just take a really smooth, efficient swing here, because the last thing we want to do is tense up, hit it a little too hard, and pull it right into the water. So definitely played it safe. You know, I'm 24 feet or so, not the easiest putt, but at least I'm not in the water. And my goal here is just to get a nice 2-putt par. And hey, if it goes in, it's just a bonus, but we'll get a par on a very difficult hole and move on. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Not bad, foot. All right, we'll take another easy par, closed out the front 9, and we got a really fun back 9 coming up. All right, we made our way to hole number 15. The round is winding down. Now, there's not a whole lot of special stuff going on this hole, but there is a canyon that no members here can drive because it's about a 350-yard carry. So my boy Brad asked me to come over here and try and carry this bad boy. So I got to go 350 yards into the wind. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try. All right, swinging hard on this one. Oh, that's as good as I can hit a golf ball right there. All right, well, I hit just about as perfect drive as I can get. It was awesome. I'm in the fairway. I got 169 yards in, so I got my wedge out, and I'm going eagle hunting for this one. Head down. All right, so we come to our final two holes, the two signature holes on this beautiful course. This is number 17, about 165 yards over water. Not the most difficult shot in the world, but because there's water, there's a little tension, a little stress there. So I got my wedge out and see if we can hit it close. All right, so I got about a 15-foot putt here, hit a pretty good shot. Now, I know a lot of you guys know this, but for a lot of you new golfers, as we get towards the end of the day, especially in the late afternoon, we got to remember the grass grows. So this grass looks like it's a little hairy, so I got to put a little extra putting power on it, where if it was my first, second, third hole of the day, I wouldn't have to hit it as hard. So I got to remember I got to hit this a little bit harder, and I think I picked out a good line and see what we do. Oh, I missed. Well, you know what? I'll take a 1-foot tap in any day. Let me go ahead and clean this up. All right, another par on a par 3. So we got one hole left. Let's head over to 18. Here we are, hole number 18, our final hole of the day. It's been a long day, but it's been an amazing day out here. Such a beautiful golf course. Thanks again, you guys, for having us. And what better to finish on a par 5, truly on a risk-reward hole almost, because the more water you want to take off, the less of an iron you'll have in. Knowing me, I'm just going to hit as far as I can, and hopefully it hits some dry land. So here we go. Great finish, great eagle to a great golf course. You guys, thanks you so much for watching, for being out here. We're at Reflection Bay, Henderson. We're about 15 miles east of Las Vegas. Come on out here. My boy Brad Harmon and the whole entire staff will take care of you guys. I promise you guys, this is a phenomenal golf course you don't want to miss.